Hi everyone, and in today's video I am going to be showing you how I created this set on my Handolly practice hand that I have named Florence. I'm going to be using the Halo Acrylic range from Pure Nails, and I'm also going to be using Neo Nails coloured acrylic in the colours Neon Purple, Sparkle, Tropical Sea and Metallic Blue. I'm also using Bubblicious glitter from Glitter Stella. I've already applied and prepared my tips, so if you want to see a video on that, I'll link it down below. So to begin with, I'm coming in with a clear base of acrylic, just as I would on a client, so that if they came back in for a fill, we could remove the design and do a new one for them. So I'm going to apply that and then move on to the full design. So the first nail I'm working on is my nail with the smile line, and that's because I want that to be curing while I'm working on the other nails so that I can come in and refine it with my file before I complete it. I'm using Cover Pink from Halo Acrylic, which is by Pure Nails, and you can get that at the Nail Tech Network website. Use the discount code Dolly to get a discount site-wide. So I am just blending that down towards the cuticle and kneading it up with my brush as much as I can so that I don't need to file too much, and then I'm just coming in with my cuticle bead and blending that all together. So the next nail I'm working on is a ombre nail. I'm really sorry I forgot to hit record at the beginning of this, but you see how I blend the colours later on another nail. So I've just used 3 colours, really thin and really wet, blending them into each other to create that 3 colour ombre, starting with Tropical Seas at the cuticle, going on into Neon Purple, Sparkle and then the Metallic Blue. Love the Neo Nails coloured acrylic because it's so pigmented you can work with it really thin so it doesn't bulk out your design. For this nail, I just wanted to do a simple glitter fade, so I'm coming in at the cuticle first of all and blending that down towards the free edge. This is Cover Pink from Halo Acrylic, which you can get from Nail Tech Network, and if you use the discount code Dolly, you can get a discount site-wide with Nail Tech Network. So I'm just blending that down towards the free edge, trying to keep the tip as clear as possible because I want it to be a clear nail. And then I'm picking up the glitter with clear acrylic and just moving that into place. And I'll come back on later on and encapsulate all of these nails, making sure I build my apex and everything. So for now, I'm just making sure I've got all those bits of glitter where I want them. So for this nail, I am doing a marble nail. So I started off with a small wet bead at the cuticle of Neon Purple, and then I'm just picking up my other colours, nice and wet so they blend together easily, and just using the tip of my brush to swirl them in and out of each other. I do double dip on some of the beads that I pick up, just so it's easier to make that marble design, but I'm just picking them up randomly and swirling them in and out of each other just to get the look that I want. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just needs to look the way that you want it to look. So just pick up which colours you think will look right in the right place and then just blend them together. Nail is another ombre nail, so I can show you better how to ombre now I've remembered to press record. So I start down at the cuticle, nice and thin. These colours don't need to be worked with really thick, so they're great for doing design work. So blending that down towards the free edge and then picking up my next colour, which in this case was the blue, and then feathering it down back down towards the cuticle area. And I'll then come back in with another bead of Tropical Seas and just blend those together really nicely. I'm not doing a third colour on this nail because I want to keep the end of that nail nice and clear, so I'm just blending those 2 colours together and then coming in with clear acrylic to pick up my glitters and placing those at the end of the nail, and again I'll encapsulate once I've completed the set. So I'm just coming in now to encapsulate all of the nails that I've completed. I don't know why I did this, because usually I would work on all of the nails, complete the designs first and then go through and encapsulate them all, but for some reason I did this and then went back to my smile line nail. If I was working on a client I wouldn't do that because it's just not really time effective. So I'm just working with that acrylic as wet as I can, with it still building the structure so it's got real nice clarity to it so we can see the design straight through, making sure that I'm building my apex and all of my structure at this point. I wasn't really happy with the tips that I used this time on my practice hand, if I'm honest. They curve over too much, so they don't have the look that I like nails to have. They were just curving over too much, but I was running low on my other tips and I'm still waiting for my delivery, so I didn't want to use tips unnecessarily and then perhaps not have them for clients, which is why I use these ones. So now I'm coming in to that smile line nail and just going around and making sure it's nice and crisp, all of the edges are well refined, and then I'll clean up and come in with my colours. So I'm coming in now around that smile line and just tickling that colour down, making sure that I get right down those side walls and that there's colour all into the, the gaps at the side of the nail, to make sure that it's nice and bold and crisp and that you can easily see them. And once I'm happy with that, I'm leaving the end of the tip slightly clear, and then I'll come in with glitters on there as well, and then I'll encapsulate with clear. My client that came in after me doing this set saw these nails and said that's what she wanted as soon as she saw them. So there are some pictures at the end of this video of them done on a real client, and you can see them with the tips that I prefer to use, and I'm much happier with the shape on them. I just wasn't happy with the shape and the tips that I used on this at all, so I won't be doing that again, but you can see some pictures at the end of them on a real life client. I'm coming in now with my e-file using my medium carbide safety bit just to debulk any extra product that doesn't need to be there, refine the cuticle area. Once I've done that, I'll come in with my hand file to refine the shape, the side walls, the free edge, buff over the nail and make sure it's all nice and smooth, well contoured, and that there's no lumps and bumps, and that it's really nice and smooth. So I'm just wiping over now with pure acetone to remove all the dust and smooth out that nail even more, and then cleaned up my hand with some isopropyl alcohol and dusted everything off. And now I'm coming in with my non-wipe top coat. Again, this is from Halo, which is by Pure Nails, and again you can get that on the Nail Tech Network website. I will leave in the description box below all of the products that I used and links to where you can get them. So I hope you enjoyed this video. It's my first one of doing a full set filming, so apologies if the angles were slightly off, and again I wasn't 100% happy with the shape of these tips, so please check out the pictures at the end of this video of this set that I ended up doing on a client after she saw it. So I hope you enjoyed it. I would really appreciate it if you would like the video and subscribe to my channel if you found it helpful. I'd love to see your comments and suggestions of what else you would like to see on this channel, and I will see you again soon in the next video. Thanks for watching.